Bitcoin and Ethereum. What's his next move? Let's find out in the chart, shall we? Well, it's official. Bitcoin has broken its key levels of support and has done so with lots of volume. So where is Bitcoin going to go? How high is it going to blow off to? It looks like people are ready. The bulls are ready to buy. They're like, oh my God, I'm missing this boat. I got to buy. This is going higher. If you're interested in trading this, because the bulls are here. They're pounding the table. They're going, oh my God, I'm missing this boat. I want to be a part of it. And if you want to be a part of it, you can do so on Femex by clicking the more in the description below or in the pinned comment, and you can get a $680 bonus. My name is Da Vinci Jeremy. I'm joined here with Inti Campos.
Good morning, people. How are you today?
Wow, man, look at that chart, man. Bitcoin has exploded higher, man.
People were saying maybe Da Vinci will get the all-time high live. They want to see your reaction, man.
Exactly. Maybe we might just do that, man. Oh my goodness, wow. But you know why this is all happening, right? It's like all the FOMO buyers, right? I mean, you can see it from the list of people that are joining in to buy Bitcoin in the last little while. They're not stopping, right? I thought the bears might be able to take them down, but no way. This is too much money.
we were talking about this. We said the bears are not there, the bulls are not there either. So it only takes a few big orders to move the whole market.
Exactly.
Do you think that is what happened?
I think so. But this is not the only market that's moving, actually. This is not the only market that's moving, and we're going to talk about that in a second, and why that market is moving in 1 second. But first, you've got a few words to say, right?
Yes. As always, people, it's worth to remind you that this video is for entertainment purposes only, and this is not financial advice. Please do your own research before putting any of your hard-earned money on the market.
Awesome. All right. So let's start off with the DJ15 token. Look at that. It is on the move, man. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Well, do you know why it's on the move, Inti?
Why?
It's because we finally got listed on CoinMarketCap.
Yay! Congratulations, man.
Thank you very much. We still need to figure out how to get the circulating supply correctly and the market cap correctly. But yeah, it will all that will come in time, and hopefully before the big bull market that Bitcoin is coming into. And we're gonna see a lot of people joining my video. And so you're early here to the DJ15 token club, so make sure that you get a couple of tokens for yourself before everybody else does.
Oh damn, it's almost $100.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna need to reduce the amount of right now. In order to get into the group, you need 0.5. It says here the 0.5 in this description. Where is it? What else? Yeah, so right here it says you can join into the group, right? And I think I mentioned it in the description, but I guess I missed it. Anyways, it's just 0.5, but I'm going to reduce it to probably 0.05, right? An order of magnitude, so that everybody can get in and enjoy the group. Okay. Alrighty, so if you're interested in buying that, you can do so on Uniswap, and you see the volume is growing. There's lots of liquidity, and you won't have to worry about if you just pick up a couple, you won't have to worry about moving the market. Okay, well, so let's talk about the news in today's episode. First off, before we get into the news of what's causing the price, I want you guys to watch this war on truth. It's very important stuff, right? Very critical information that you need to know, because we're slowly traveling in the 1984 direction, the memory hole, where they're deleting stuff, they're deleting the truth. You might want to listen to what this guy has to say, and find the truth, basically. Right, do your own research, figure things out, right? Like we always say, right, with anything, even with your finances, do your own research. With your medical health, do your own research, and you will not be sorry, right? You will also you'll feel stronger and protected. Don't listen to what the government and your your newspapers tells you, or your media tells you. Listen to doctors who are there to take care of you, right? High-end doctors who are there to take care of you. They're going to tell you the truth on a one-to-one basis. Don't mess around. Okay. Now let's move on to the good news of Bitcoin. Why Bitcoin has left the building and going to the moon. Right? Bitcoin, right, faces a $600 billion catalyst from J.P. Morgan, right? I mean, we've seen this on many YouTube channels, right? Yeah, this is one of the reasons why we're getting into our spacesuits right now. We're getting ready to. It's like lifting off right now. Just unbelievable. Right, a newly appointed Ukrainian politician declares he owns 24 million in Monero. You know what? The reason why, I forgot to mention. I'm gonna bring it up on Twitter because I think I just tweeted this out this morning, right? And the reason why people are getting into Bitcoin, right, is right now just for price. But there is another reason why, if you really get it down to it, is because Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies is a fairness protocol, and you have to watch this Andreas Antonopoulos video that I have here. I'm gonna leave this in the description, right, so that you guys can link to it. But once you watch this video, you'll learn the truth. Yeah, there's lots of money to be made here, and that's the first thing that most people are going to be interested in. But there's something else that this provides. It provides fairness, and it's a protocol of fairness. And when you watch this video, he talks about how to come up with different ways of protocols of fairness in your everyday lives in a smaller environment, and it's just brilliant. You have to watch it. Okay, so that means that. Right, all these people, they're mostly coming in for the money, but they end up being part of a protocol of fairness, right? This the Twitch director, he moves 25% of his net worth to the front run, the wave of institutional capital, right? I mean, yeah, it's coming. All that money that's coming, right? It's gonna be a wave. It's gonna be a tidal wave, right? And you can see that this is starting to be dumb money at this point, right? Rich dumb money, and they exist. It exists. You think that rich people are smarter than you? They're not. They make the same mistakes that you do. Right? They make the same mistakes. Trust me. All right. Forbes is now saying, "Aren't you glad you kept your Bitcoin? Don't sell it." That's right. Forbes saying hodl along, just hodl along, right? So it's a key thing to take some Bitcoins, right, that you've got that you're never going to sell, right, and the rest, okay, yeah, I'm going to sell that at some sort of high price, but there's going to be some that you're not going to sell until there is going to be a day you sell it, but the day you're selling it, you're not going to be selling it for dollars. You're going to sell it for buy something directly. And once you can do that, once you could do something, buy something majorly with those few Bitcoin you have, that's when you buy it, right? Something major. Like, so example, if you put just $200 away of Bitcoin, I bet you'll be able to one day buy a small apartment with that Bitcoin for just $200. Believe it or not. So wait for that day, right? Just $200, and then that's the time to switch out to give your Bitcoin for something real. Okay. Carl from the Moon, he's like talking about it's game over for the Bears. Duh. And yeah, he mentioned Rougher Investment Company follows a trend and goes 2.5% into Bitcoin. Right, not as much as the other guy did, but it's coming. Right, they're all coming all at once. Right, and then he also pointed out, imagine buying Bitcoin at the $30 all-time high. I can tell you a story of that because back in the days, right, it was very difficult. Right, back in the days when I was helping people to get into Bitcoin, it was very difficult to use Bitcoin. So difficult, in fact, that the only wallet you had was the Bitcoin Core. You had to go to bitcoin.org and download that software and wait for it to sync, and then you'll be able to create addresses, and then I'll be able to send you some Bitcoin, and you'll be able to see it. And then you had to back it up, and the backup process was like completely, utterly chaotic and dangerous too, for anybody who was holding Bitcoin that way. So one of the things I did for people, right, and I only did it for people who messaged me privately and asked, right, was I would go and hold their Bitcoins for them. Right, and so I would do that, and you could take a look at some of my older videos. I want to just show you guys how to get to my older videos first. So you could go to all my 21 to 20. This was back in 2011, right? So a lot of people just didn't know how to handle it, their Bitcoin, and so oh man, I remember giving away 5 Bitcoins away here and there, man, like it was nothing back then. Oh my goodness! Now that I think about it, that was a lot. That's gonna be like $1 million actually.
Oh my god.
All right, so yeah,
I think you couldn't imagine it back then.
Exactly, and so the point. Let me just get to my point, right? So if you guys were interested in watching any of those videos, they're here. But let me get to the point, right? When Bitcoin got to $30, right? A lot of the people that I was holding the Bitcoin for, right? They ended up, right, selling their Bitcoin at that $30 high. And they were like, yeah, I'm cashing out. Yes, they actually said that. They actually cashed out. Yeah, a lot of them did. And I told them not to because, this thing's going a lot higher. It ended up going to $266 in a very short amount of time.
Oh.
That's got to hurt. But the worst part, right, it came back down. And within like 6 months, less than 6 months, it went up to $1,300. That gotta hurt for those people. I mean, most people, the average person bought about $3,000 to $2,000 worth of $2,000 to $3,000 worth of Bitcoin that I was holding for them.
Oh.
Yeah, no. And they went all out. They all went all out.
Oh.
Yeah. Couldn't stop. I know.
I guess they don't want to. I guess they don't want to see a Bitcoin ever in their lives again.
Kind of sad, but that's how it is, right? People just didn't understand what they were getting into. And I tried my best to explain it to them, but they weren't listening. Okay. So right now, Bitcoin has broken its key resistance levels and it's going higher. There's a little bit of pressure coming in here on the daily, but I don't think it's going to matter it's too much with the fact that all the FOMO buying that's happening. I kind of saw this coming once I realized that, hey, you know what, this failed move did not produce a fast move in the opposite direction because it was trying to go higher, failed, and it should have just kept on going if it really wanted to go down. It didn't do that. Let me just show you that on the 4 hour because it's more clear on the 4 hour. See here, that's not the 4 hour. There we go. So, yeah, this was the failed move equals a fast move in the opposite direction, but it didn't turn out that way, and it didn't break down to here, so that's it. We created a nice W, and off we go. So basically, if you run this W, right, you can see where the target is, right, because Bitcoin seems to be moving exactly in what's it called, measured moves. So if you were to do a 1-to-1 ratio here, you can see the target would be right about there. So $20,100 almost. So that's the first stop target. So that means we're breaking the 20K level, right? If Bitcoin continues with its hey, I'm gonna break out on a measured move higher. And we're going to head to that 20K. So that will bring in the whole news cycle. You can see that this break is on large volume, and it's got 40 more minutes on the 4 hour to go. So, yeah, good stuff, man. Good stuff. All right. Sorry, I should have blown that up a little bit better for you, but there you go. So yeah, we can see that 20,100 is the next stop target that we're looking for. All right, let's head over to Ethereum. Oh, before we do, I want to talk about protecting your assets. Make sure, right, that one, anybody in the comments section, right? If you go down to the comment section right now of any of my videos, let's do that right now. Right? Let's do that right now. Your channel. And I've been trying to chase down these guys and stop them for a long time, and it's just been impossible. But if you click on any of my videos, look at that. I didn't do a clickbaity title and nothing. Nobody shows up. But anyways, right here, right? You can tell that this is a scam comment right here, right? Because why trade it? Like once they say trade with an expert or something like that, and you can see that 99 likes and a few bunch of replies, that's nonsense, right? Remove. Again, right here, you can see it doesn't even talk about what was in the video.
Open the replies. Open the replies and show people how
and they trick you. They trick you into thinking that it's a real conversation, right? But it's not, right? So don't fall for that, right? This is all a scam. Do not listen to any of these people because they're trying to take you of your money. Okay, so and yeah, they're like weeds, right? They pop up, right, and it's impossible to get rid of them all, right? No. Once they talk about Instagram, you're not interested. Don't listen to that, right? So make sure you don't fall for that. And then of course, right, you'll find the fake DJ 15s. You can see this is how it looks when I write to you. That's not me, right? So don't fall for it because a lot of people have lost everything, their whole life savings. Do not contact these people. They will destroy you. You will get full wreckage, full wreckage if you do, right? All right. So with that said, right, make sure you have one of these cassettes, right? This crypto steel cassettes, right? I have one, and then you put it away, you lock it up, you put it away, right? You could also, you know what? You could also put a lock on this. Once you close it up, you can put a lock and a key so that nobody can open this. Did you know that, Inti?
Huh?
You can put a lock on this, right?
Oh, that's what you hold this for?
Yeah, you could put a lock, like a padlock onto it, so that nobody can open it up.
That's cool.
And then
you get some claws and you can open it, but
exactly.
It's safer.
Exactly. So that's another way of protecting yourself, right? This is a very cool asset to use to protect and prevent a theft of your private keys. And yeah, so make sure you have a hardware wallet and have one of these as well and place it in a safe. So a lot of people come to me with all kinds of elaborate schemes on how to protect their 24 passwords phrase. And no, just get one of these things, get a hardware wallet, and get a safe. That's it, right? Maybe put it on a padlock onto it and done.
Kevalan asks, if we break the all-time high live, can you put the Bitcoin socks on?
I think I already have them on. No?
Yeah, yes,
I do.
Yes, you
do. I'm like, I wasn't even sure if I had them on. So yeah, Ethereum seems to be doing the same thing, right? We've got the three musketeers telling us that this thing is going to probably go higher. Let's see if we can eke out a, what's it called, a W on this. Probably there is already. Yeah, there is. Duh. Right. There's all kinds of pressure upwards, right? You can see, right, this indicators are saying, hey, we're pressure higher, pressure higher, pressure higher. So yeah, that's it, right? You can say, if you're gonna go and take this W, of course, your stop loss is right there at $578. All right, let me just see if I can zoom this in so you guys can see this a little bit better. There we go. There you go. There you go. There. Okay, so now you can we see the W? Maybe not now. Might be a little bit difficult to see the W, but I'm going to try it out anyways. And so the W rate is right here, basically. There you go. And so this is the takeoff, the jump off point, right? It was probably this is middle candle body right here. And so we're already jumping off. Maybe whenever, the reason why I don't like breakout trades is because they always come back to haunt you a little bit. And so you could always maybe wait for it to give you a better position. And then let's just take a look at the target, shall we? And the target would be obviously a 1-to-1 from the break off to jump off point. So let's just do that. And there you go. The target is 608. Now this is 607. So 608. I said 608 because there's a key number there, and the reason why is because we I think it was right. Where was it? 608. Right here. Yeah, there it is. Let me just put the magnet on, make sure I got that. Right, I'm going to change the color so it is red so that it's got to break through that, and then once it breaks through that upper level, then yeah, we're off to the races for sure, I think, in my personal opinion. Now, let's see here. Do we have any kind of indication of maybe there's a Davo, right? And it's an ugly one there, right? Yeah, and it doesn't set up nicely on the RSI. I'm wondering if there's any indication of if we can go a lot higher, other than the fibs, I guess. Yeah, the only thing we've got left is the fibs. So with that said, let's continue with the fibs. And you know what? I forgot to do this with Bitcoin, so I will do that with Bitcoin in a second. I'll jump back to Bitcoin, and let's see here. The high was that candle over there. Hang on. So this. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Do you see that 1.618?
Yes.
You know why it's significant?
Why?
Let's zoom out and I'll explain. And this is why my charts are messy, dudes. Okay? Because I'm always like doing all kinds of different experiments. And then let's just zoom out. Right? You can see there's an AB equals CD here, right? And so let me just get rid of that, because that's already completed. Right? But you know what? There's also another AB equals CD on a bigger level. Right? Let's see if we can find that AB equals CD. And then we'll show you. And it is okay. Let me see if we can figure this. Get this thing out of the way. There's a larger AB equals CD that ends at the $700 level, and I believe it's right here. Hang on, let me just get that trend line. Get this. Make sure I hit the bottom there. Make sure I hit the top here. Right, and you can see it's legit. Hang on, let me see if I can get the top. Oh darn, I can't get the top, can I? Yeah. Let me just clear out this. Clear out. I know there's a lot going on here. I know. Just let me be. Let me be. This is how I live. All right. So when we do a fibs from this down to here,
it's at least
you can see it came back to 38.2.
Okay.
Right. And so we go and hit a copy of that. Control B. Right. And where does that end up? Approximately at the $700 level. I could have swore it was right at the $700 level, but I'm gonna have to check that a little bit closer because right now the charts is not. It's so tiny.
What if you draw some extensions?
Right. Well, we did draw an extension, and the point was the extension brought us to. There it is. That's why I didn't get the right top there. Okay, so there we go. And let me just make sure that I get the right bottom here. It's annoying. There we go. And let me just do that again. Right? And because I did this one before and I thought I had it saved on the chart, but I guess because it was just getting too messy to manage that I decided to take it off. And there it is. $700. Right? I mean,
Perfect.
you can't make this stuff up, man. I mean, just crazy. Right? And it's like how does this happen? Right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like, where's our extension? It's right here. So there we go. Right? I mean, there you go. It's like, oops, this is not it, right? This is like, I guess I've got the wrong extension. Here, let me just, I thought I had it drawn. Yeah, I forgot. I need to draw it to here. And there we go. $700. $705. Wow. Right? So,
It's like someone put that number on purpose.
yeah, exactly. What do you think the price is going to?
I don't know, man.
I'm not sure. Anybody in the comment section here? Do you think they know where the price is going? All right. Yeah, I think so. I think it's clear that it's going to $700. All right. Let's see if we can find something like that on the Bitcoin chart. Let me bring up the weekly chart, right? So we could find something similar, and trade that. Alrighty. So we could do an extension, right, as well. Here, right? 618 and 2, and I would like to go with a 2618 as well. $23, but you know what? I think this thing is going all the way to 4. Honestly, I really do. Which is crazy. I know it sounds crazy, right? But with all the FOMO that's happening, I wouldn't be surprised if we end up with a $27,000 Bitcoin before we actually turn this thing around. Let's do an AB equals CD, shall we? Right? Since we did that with Bitcoin, with Ethereum, let's do that with Bitcoin, right? Let's go. Are we on a weekly chart? Weekly. Yeah, we are. All right. The only problem is I don't see a 38.2 pullback. Do you, Inti?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't. So, for example, from here to here, we don't have a 38.2 pullback. That's what I don't like about Bitcoin. When it runs, it never comes back to the 38.2, right? And it never does.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, no, but when it's in its bull market, it just doesn't happen.
It's just elevated to the upside.
Yeah, it doesn't happen, right? There's no like level, right? You can draw. Like let's take a look at this one, right? This move before we took off, right? I mean, we went sideways for quite some time here, and did it come back from the 38.2 from its liftoff point? No, right? Well, look, actually, it came close to it. Came close, right? So maybe we could do that one, right? This could be the AB equals CD right here. Yeah, so let's do that.
It doesn't have to be exact, so yeah, take it.
Yeah. So let's clone that. Right, and let's bring this here.
No, that's not correct.
You don't think? Yeah, that's right. You're right. You're absolutely right. Thank you. Thank you for pointing that out. Inti?
No problem.
So we got to go to this level, right? or no, or this candle. What do you think? That candle?
I think it could be both. I would take the one before.
No,
actually.
I think it's gonna be because you know what? You go to this candle, because like if we were to go down to the daily, right? When did it happen, right? So let's go to the daily to figure out when it happened.
Now there's a problem with.
There we go. So there you go. It works.
That's better.
Right?
Yeah, because in the daily, where were we?
Right. So there we go. So if we clone this, right? We're on the weekly.
Okay. Because in the weekly there was no pivot. So
Exactly. I know.
You had no B point. You have only A.
Exactly. I know. It's pretty rough. So Bitcoin barely gives any chances. And what's that? 26,000. Interesting. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's do this. I think that you know what? I think there might be an interesting point here. Actually, that we can find, because if we take this AB equals CD, if we're gonna do that one, shouldn't we do the extensions up to this?
Yes.
Exactly. All right. So let's see what we have. 2.61, and the 4 is at 29,000. Let's see here. Is there any other extension that matches? And are we doing this correctly? Let's just make sure we are. Yeah, everything looks right. And let's check the settings of this extension and see if we can find a specific number. So there's 2.618. Let's go to 3. Oh, look at that. There we go. Look at that. That matches up quite nicely, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there we have it. We have like a target of $26,000 for your Bitcoin right there. $26,000.
I think you would need a couple more reasons in order to think that would be the
Yeah,
target.
I know, because it's like an odd number.
Yeah, it's an odd number with a pattern that is just newborn.
Exactly.
But maybe you could find, I don't know, extensions from the last peak that confluence with this.
Yeah, I think
there's a lot of tools you have.
Yeah, I think so. Anyways, well let's call it a day. Maybe we could continue looking for something during the day today, and if we find anything, we'll do an emergency episode. All right. Well, we're gonna be talking. We're gonna do questions and answers shortly, right? So if you wanted to be a part of that question and answer, it's a very small group of people. Right, you get your questions answered. All you have to do is purchase half a DJ15 token, and maybe even if you want, you could purchase 0.05 until when I change the bot so that you can actually enter in with 0.05. Then you can enter the chat group, and you'll be able to participate in the live streams and get your questions answered. And also, I do join in and I do answer your questions in the group. It's just I take my time on doing it, so I will be getting to all the people here in the group that I just haven't had some time. Yeah, you can see that there's a lot of people that are asking me questions, and I will be getting back to you shortly in my groups, but sometime today for sure. Right, I have to go sell some gold. I have to do a few things today, but I will get to everybody. And if you want to be a part of that, just buy a DJ15 token. All right. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Oh, and remember, Bitcoin's real. Bitcoin's here to stay. Be a part of it.